No, you can't go on for 5 minutes and criticize my agents who are out working without pay right now because you voted to shut down the government. They're out there working without pay. You have gone on for over 5 minutes, and I wish that you loved your state of California as much as you hate President Trump. We'd be in really good shape then, because violent crime in California is currently 35% higher than the national average. Property crime in California is 18% higher than the national average. That should be something that we should be talking about and working together on, yet we're not. And I find it interesting that you want order in this proceeding now. Excuse me, Senator. You want order in this proceeding now. You sure didn't have order when you stormed Secretary Noem at a press conference in California, did you?
Attorney General Pam Bondi goes head-to-head with Senator Padilla in a fiery Senate exchange that quickly turns into a clash of facts, principles, and politics. Watch as Bondi defends her record, calls out hypocrisy, and fires back with hard-hitting statistics that leave the room stunned. Senator Padilla, she began, you've gone on for over 5 minutes, and I wish you loved your state of California as much as you hate President Trump. The crowd stirred. Cameras zoomed in. It was on. Bondi didn't stop there. She painted a harsh picture of California. Violent crime is 35% higher than the national average. Property crime, 18% higher, she declared. Her words cut through the room like a blade. Let's dive in.
Do you believe that government officials like Gregor Bovino are obligated to follow applicable court orders, whether they agree with them or not, yes or no?
First, Senator Padilla, you have gone on for over 5 minutes, and I wish that you loved your state of California as much as you hate President Trump. We'd be in really good shape then, because violent crime in California is currently 35% higher than the national average. Property crime in California is 18% higher than the national average. That should be something that we should be talking about and working together on, yet we're not. And no, this is important. You're talking about all of my agencies, and I want to let you know what DEA has been doing, and they are working hand in hand with
I appreciate that. And
no, you can't go on for 5 minutes and criticize my agents who are out working without pay right now because you voted to shut down the government. They're out there working without pay.
Mr. Chairman, I asked a simple yes or no question. Attorney General Bondi is refusing
4,500 kilos of fentanyl and 50 million fentanyl pills off the streets.
While under your watch,
FBI, 23,000 violent criminals. U.S. Marshals, 51,000 fugitives.
I'm not getting an answer to my question. I'm trying to move on to the next question or the next topic. Mr. Chairman, order, please. Thank you. Because under Attorney General Bondi's watch, career prosecutors are being fired for telling agencies to follow the law and uphold the Constitution. Meanwhile, there are instances of allies of the president who seem to be getting let off the hook. I won't reiterate what some of my colleagues have already brought up in terms of the dismissal of the investigation into Tom Homan and his alleged acceptance of $50,000 as payment by undercover FBI agents posing as business executives looking to secure contracts with a future Trump administration. Because if the reports are true, it's not just the underlying conduct of Mr. Homan, which would be absolutely unacceptable, but the dismissal of the investigation charges raises concerns about the influence of the White House on the Department of Justice. Again, a simple question, and I'd appreciate a simple and brief answer. Whose decision was it to end this investigation?
I have answered that question multiple times, yet you didn't have the courtesy to be sitting in here for the hearing. I'm not going to answer it again. And I find it interesting that you want order in this proceeding now. Excuse me, Senator. You want order in this proceeding now. You sure didn't have order when you stormed Secretary Noem at a press conference in California, did you?
I will ask a follow-up question. Would you commit to either releasing the tape or at least making it available for members of this committee to review, yes or no?
Senator, you have not been sitting in here this entire hearing. I've answered the question, and I also want to tell you that our ATF agents have seized 25,000 illegal firearms.
So we will try again and move on to a different
In your
topic.
home state, we are prosecuting illegal aliens who have raped and murdered young girls.
Please. Thank you. So when I haven't been in this hearing, I've been watching from my office, monitoring the entire hearing, just so everybody is aware. But since I'm not getting answers to my questions, I'll try to ask one last subject area. Now, again, there's been increasing concerns about the politicized decision-making and the erosion of internal safeguards that protect prosecutorial independence. Before we even get into the integrity and independence of prosecutions, we get into, you have to ask the question about the independence and integrity of investigations themselves. The director of the FBI, Director Patel, was here before us just a few weeks ago. Attorney General Bondi, you are the Attorney General of the United States. Director Patel reports to you. Do you believe he's doing a good job, yes or no?
I believe Director Patel is doing a great job. You know where he is right now, Senator Padilla? Right now, you asked me a question.
Yes,
Director
I know
Patel
where he
right
is,
now
and I know
is
where
in
he's
Chicago,
headed because you
Senator
said it earlier
Durbin,
in the hearing.
fighting to keep
You've said
Chicago
it earlier in the hearing, and yes, I have been paying attention.
You know, you want order in here now, yet you stormed the Director of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem. You sure didn't have order that day, did you, Senator?
Attorney General, you are under oath. I did not storm the secretary, the video.
Oh, that was on video. That video's been released, I believe, very publicly.
Mr. Chairman, recent actions raise serious concerns about Director Patel's judgment and politicization, including lawsuits from former FBI officials alleging retaliatory firings and his decision to cut off longstanding partnerships with civil rights organizations and his decision to fire an FBI agent for refusing to engage in a, quote, perp walk of James Comey. And on top of all that, his prematurely claiming that subjects were in custody after the shooting of Charlie Kirk. I take Attorney General Bondi's endorsement today of his work as her support for those actions. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
May I respond, Senator Chairman?
Yes.
Under Director Patel, 23,000 violent criminals have been arrested, a 91% increase over last year. More than 1,500 child predators have been arrested. We are making cases in your jurisdiction constantly in California, and I wish you would care about those cases. We have disrupted 1,600 gangs and criminal enterprises, 1,600 gangs within this country, thanks to Director Patel and the great men and women of the FBI.
Senator Schmidt.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. How are you today, Attorney General? It's good to see you.
I have a rough voice.
I have to say, I am struck by.
As the final moments of the hearing unfolded, the atmosphere in the chamber was thick with tension, but Pam Bondi remained poised, composed, and unshaken. What began as an attempt to corner her with aggressive questioning quickly turned into a showcase of strength, clarity, and undeniable leadership. Throughout the exchange, Senator Padilla tried to dominate the conversation with layered accusations and political grandstanding, yet Bondi refused to be bullied. Every interruption was met with confidence, every insinuation with evidence. Instead of letting politics dictate the tone, she anchored her responses in hard facts, the very results her department had achieved while others were busy pointing fingers. Bondi's command of the numbers was staggering. 50 million fentanyl pills seized off the streets, over 23,000 violent criminals apprehended, 1,500 child predators arrested and brought to justice, 1,600 gangs dismantled nationwide. She didn't just cite those figures, she humanized them, reminding everyone that behind those numbers were families, children, and communities made safer because of her department's relentless work. While Padilla accused the Department of Justice of bias and political influence, Bondi turned the tables with calm precision. "You talk about politics," she countered, "but we're out there saving lives while your votes shut down the government." That single line summed up the entire clash. One side focused on talking points, the other focused on results. Bondi's tone throughout the hearing reflected something that Washington rarely sees anymore. Conviction grounded in service, not ambition. She wasn't there to win applause or score partisan points. She was there to defend the integrity of the law enforcement community, the men and women working tirelessly, often without pay, to keep Americans safe. Even when pressed on controversial investigations, Bondi refused to be baited into speculation or political theater. She stood firmly by her record and by her team, demonstrating that real leadership is about responsibility, not rhetoric. Her message was consistent. Accountability must be based on truth, not political narratives.